guys? Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. An anonymous recruit deems Colorado head coach Deion Sanders cocky, so we're going to talk about that. Yeah, he deemed him cocky. And we're going to talk about Big 12 Media Day. Those dates were announced, and Dylan Edwards is focusing on being a two-sport star. So all that's coming up. Stay tuned. Guys, please do me a favor. Before we get into this video, please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. All of that will be greatly appreciated by me. So it says here the Big 12 announced dates for the 2024 Football Media Day. And this is the first time that Colorado's in the back in the Big 12. So the Big 12 Conference will be transitioning to Las Vegas for its 2024 Football Media Day, per an announcement on Monday. The first time for the league to transcend into Sin City for an event. All previous media days were held in Dallas-Fort Worth area. The much anticipated gathering will be held July 9th and July 10th from Allegiant. Just exit this out from Allegiant Stadium, which just hosted the Super Bowl 58. It will spotlight all the head football coaches and multiple players from each team in the Big 12. So that's good. What else is saying here? Commissioner Brett Yormark said in a statement to Big12Sports.com, "I'm thrilled to announce the Big 12 Football Media Days are heading west for the first time in league history. The Big 12 lives at the intersection of sports and entertainment." All right. And as entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas is an ideal location to kick off the 2024 season. We are grateful to Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority for their partnership and for the event. The Big 12 expands to 16 teams that will operate in 10 states and all 4 continental U.S. time zones. This marked the first official league event for the Colorado Buffaloes as they return to the conference later this year. Expect Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and Shiloh Sanders, Coach Prime, and more to represent CU out in Vegas. The Big 12 Conference also announced that the Bellagio will be the official hotel for Media Days. Now, we know last year, in Coach Prime's first season, he could not make the Pac-12 Media Day. He was having some health issues and things like that, so he couldn't make it. But I'm pretty sure he will be making it to the Big 12 Media Day coming up. So that'll be the first for him as the Colorado coach, for him to make Media Day. I'm sure pretty much Travis Hunter will be there, Shedeur Sanders, possibly Shiloh. Shiloh wasn't there last year because he was finishing up his grad study. Finishing up his studies at Jackson State, so he could not attend. But I'm pretty sure possibly Shiloh will attend this year. I'll see Shiloh, Shedeur, Travis, maybe a few others, maybe one other come out to the Media Day. I know Coach Prime, he didn't go there last year. The defensive coordinator at that time, the past defensive coordinator, went in his spot. So as you can see here, the Colorado Buffaloes are training hard. Everything is up. I just want to, there's an article on Dylan Edwards here. We already talked about the Big 12. So Dylan Edwards, he's focusing on becoming a two-sport star. As you guys know, he's running track. He had a breakout freshman year, as they say here, University of Colorado football roster. Now he is taking his talents to the track field. CBS Colorado Sports' Richie Cozzolino took a lap with Edwards at CU indoor practice facility to know the two-sport athlete. He said, "Coming to college, I've seen how track can elevate your game on another level." Edwards said, "The running back here at CU is definitely going to take me much better to this fall season." In his first track meet ever, Edwards competed in the 60-yard dash, reaching the finals and posting a final time of 6.92 seconds. Not too bad for his first track meet. He is right about that. That is going to give him an advantage, in my opinion, leading up to the training camp. And he also had the advantage last year of coming to school early and practicing in the winter conditioning, summer session 1 and 2. Spring session 1 and 2. He competed in the spring game, and also summer session 1 and 2, and then training camp. So he benefited from that. He had a really good true freshman campaign. He contributed a lot for the team. And I think him running track is actually going to help him out. He's going to be in that much more shape as far as his fitness is concerned for Dylan Edwards. So shout out to Dylan Edwards here. Shout out to the team. As you see, they're getting ready and getting prepared and things like that. I think things are up, man. We're going to definitely see, like I said again, as far as the record for this year, I would say 8. I would say the ceiling is 10, give or take 7 or 8, which is a huge success compared to last year and the year prior. And you got to understand also, this is still a building block year. This is still a building year. So with that being said here, what else is going on? An anonymous recruit deems Colorado head coach Deion Sanders to be cocky. This is not the first time that they called Coach Prime cocky in his career. I mean, it's not the first time. But I'm going to get into why they probably think that. Like I said, I don't know Coach Prime personally, but I'm going to spend a little time with this. So as it says, Colorado head coach Deion Sanders has only been on the Power 5 coaching scene for one season. But in that one season, he established himself as one of the most polarizing figures in sports. The NFL Hall of Famer defensive back has never been afraid of making headlines, and he did just that when he brought in over 50 transfers prior to 2023. When his team started off 3-0, albeit against 3 teams that ended up below 500. Exit this out. Sanders and company were the biggest story in all of sports, and I agree with that, they were. However, for every person who loves his energy and flash, there are a couple of people who maybe don't appreciate it as much. In a recent article by Grace Rayner and Manny Navarro of The Athletic, they dove into the ins and outs of recruiting with some of the highly touted recruits. Topic ranged from coaches that recruits liked but didn't commit to, how important NIL was to them and during their recruitment, and how often they were contacted during the recruitment, and which coaches they felt were the weirdest and the most arrogant. While he only came up once in this particular survey of recruits, one recruit revealed that while... What was that? Okay, that's my phone. One recruit still has an appreciation for Sanders. He did not find him cocky. He did find him cocky. He still has an appreciation for Sanders, but he found him cocky. Probably Colorado Deion Sanders. It's all love though. He goes in about it his own unique way. It's not arrogance, just cockiness, said the recruit. That's not that bad, right? He didn't really say too much bad. I mean, he just said he was cocky. Sanders certainly has one of the bigger personalities in college football and hasn't been shy about letting everyone just know how confident he is in the program. Colorado is looking to contend in the Big 12 and improve upon a 4-8 season in Sanders' first year on the job, which came 1 year after Colorado was in the basement in college football. Let me go back to, he really didn't say too much. He said probably Colorado's Deion Sanders. It's all love though. He goes about it in his own unique way. It's not arrogance, just cockiness. You see how they take something that a recruit says, and that's the only time that Coach Prime name was brought up. Out of all the other coaches they could have talked about, that was the only time that they brought him up. He said he'd go about it his unique way, but it's a little cocky. It's not wrong with that. If you want to call it cocky, then it's fine. But he always had this bigger-than-life personality. When he was speaking to the class just recently, he was talking about when he was coming out of Florida State. He looked up the defensive back salaries, and he was like, "Oh, I got a problem here. They don't get paid that much." And then he talked about what does he have to do to stand out, because he was like, they don't really get paid that much. So he had to come up with prime time, right? He had to have this bigger than life character. Okay, he had to sell himself. Maybe it might come off as cocky, and but he's always been that way, and he had to sell himself, and he was very successful in doing that throughout his career, as far as selling himself. And I think that's what it is right there. He sold himself, and yeah, he sold himself, and that's what he had to do in order to pretty much survive, man. I see a player here throwing up. It's an altitude, man. Get used to it. But yeah. So he came off maybe a little bit cocky, and it was just a part of his whole pitch to sell his brand. Prime time. I remember back then they used to call him Deion. When the lights come on, he rise to the occasion, which was true. Never forget what he did to the New York Giants. Never forget that. Bill Parcells was looking on, and he was like, "Don't kick it to him. Do not kick it to him." And the kicker kicked right to him. Or either he ran down the kickoff. He ran it down or something, and he ran it back. And Bill Parcells was like, "I told him not to kick it to him." Because he was doing like this. Like, how he'll do like this for the punt. There you go right there. And they just kept doing it. He was like this. And he got his hands on that ball and ran it back. He was the original punt returner. Devin Hester made it famous as well. He's in the Hall of Fame. But before Devin Hester, there was Prime. And this could be in the fourth quarter when everybody's tired. Everybody's tired, and he didn't get tired. It's kind of like how Travis Hunter right here, as you see, he don't get tired. That's how Prime was. He didn't get tired. But that wasn't enough, though. That wasn't enough to get more money. He had to sell himself. He had to come up with this character. And that character can sometimes rub people the wrong way, and they'll call him cocky. They call him arrogant, too. They call him a lot of things, actually. But cockiness is not the first time I heard them describe Prime as. But we're going to see what happens this season, man. And that's my next thing. What do you think is going to happen, man? They're going to have to deliver. There's a lot of talking going on. And they're going to have to deliver, man. But everybody's going to have to believe. But I'm curious to know how many people are going to leave after the spring game. So I don't know. Players want to play, man, and I just don't see everybody's playing. Just like that offensive line, I know people. I'm pulling for Rock, but some people think that Rock is not going to start. We're going to have to wait and see when them pads come on. When them pads come on, things are different, and I can't wait to see the one-on-ones. The defense and the offensive line. I can't wait to see them go at it. And also that wide receiver position is going to be some competition there as well. So just can't wait for that, man. The competition, I think, is going to be fierce out here. And I was listening to another live, and they were saying that Travis J should be out there. I'm telling you guys, look out for Trevor Woods, too. He's going to find a way on that field as well in that rotation. I would like to see a heavy rotation, though. And I think they have the talent this year and the depth to have a heavy rotation, on any facet, like whether it's the offensive line, defensive line. I know it's not too much rotation on the offensive line, but why not? Why not? If somebody's having a bad game, take them out. Put somebody else in. You got to have a rotation. But they didn't have the depth last year in the offensive line. They really didn't. They had to go with what they had. At the left tackle position, you only had 2 people. What if them 2 people got hurt? You didn't have really that much depth because they had a lot of injuries as well. David Connor was out. A few others were out. They even had a tight end that was hurt. I believe Pastorello. I believe he was hurt. They had a lot of injuries last year, so the depth wasn't there. But the depth is there now. This guy here, I think he's going to be the number 2 quarterback. This guy, well, you can see him back of me. I think he's going to be the number 2 quarterback. What do you think about that? He's a transfer. I believe he's about 6'6", 6'7". He's a big kid. Left arm. Yeah, he's a lefty. Actually, is he a lefty or a righty? No, I think let me see again. Oh, let's see again if he's lefty or righty. Let's see. Yeah, he's a lefty. Yeah, I thought so. So he's a lefty. So, yeah, man, we're going to see what happens, man, this season. Who's going to get the number 2 in that quarterback position. We know Staub had a really good showing the last game, so he's still there. After the spring, we're going to see if Staub stays there. Like I said before, if I was Staub, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just chilling. Pretty much, that's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling. If I was Staub, I don't think I want to try to go anywhere. I'm almost choking there. If I was Staub, I'm not going anywhere. But we're going to see. We're going to wait to see. There's a lot of things that got to transpire before the season starts. So we're going to wait and see. And we got the center there. That's Yakuri. That's the Yakuri, the transfer center. A lot of people saying that he is going to be the starting center. I was like, but they do have Rock listed as a guard, so I believe that's the starting center, as you see right there. He has the most experience, so you're looking at him as the starting center, and we're going to see. Definitely going to see what's happened this year, but it's a lot of pressure on Shedeur to deliver, and like I said, I just want to see a good game. I'm not really into the pressure and everything. I think they just take it one game at a time and see what happens. But that is it. That is my time. Guys, I will catch you on the next one. And please give us a like, comment, share, subscribe. All that would be greatly appreciated. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. If you have any video ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care.